Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
But you know, bottom line. But you know what, Scott? Good information is also being put out in the airwaves, also because I couldn't help, like I said the other day, but hearing another program that TK had, folks talking about the fact that the move that George Bush made with the FHA Secure program is an excellent move, and it was good to hear someone else other than yourself speaking about it. Not that I'm not advocating for First Republic Mortgage Bankers, because that's the only bank that I advocate for when it comes to, of course, home financing. But it was good to actually hear it from someone else, because sometimes it seemed like you're the one who make up all these things. You're the one who made up the FHA Secure. It seems like because you were the only one I heard talking about it. You know, so it would seem and appear like you are the one who invented this program, you came up with this program, but that is not so. You work with government-backed programs, and that's what we're talking about today, Scott, to let people know that they have options at First Republic Mortgage Bankers. That is the point today. This is the point we're making. You have multiple options at First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Go ahead, Scott, before I give out the number.
And it's not just FHA Secure that's a government program that's helping, is becoming more liberal to help homeowners. Sony Mae has its own program that is set up to help homeowners refinance. FHA, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have also offered more programs, more aggressive programs to fill up some of the gaps that were filled by the, let's say, the subprime type of loans. They're offering 100% financing with the My Community programs. And, you know, we securitize directly into the secondary markets of Fannie and Freddie. And mortgage brokers absolutely cannot do that. And it's something that's very important for people to understand. There's really two different types of adjustable rate mortgages that are really hurting people. The first one, everyone's heard about, the 228. And everybody heard about the peep that, I don't know if you heard about it, but December of 2005 was the largest funding month in the country for those loans. So those loans are resetting come December. So that's why those people who are listening who have a 228, and maybe you're anywhere, maybe it's already adjusted and it's gone up significantly, or it's going to adjust some point in the future, call Sandy. Talk to her. See, you can speak to her in Spanish, if that's your language. Talk to her and get the facts as to what we may or may not be able to do with these government programs that have really been designed to help homeowners that have been hurt by these adjustables. But there's, you know, you use the word option, and it's interesting because, you know, we don't talk about it because we haven't done these option arms because I just don't like them. But one of the people who works here got an option arm before she came here, and
Scott,
one of those adjustables.
Scott, can I stop you for a minute there, please?
Yeah.
What is an option arm? You got to remember something.
That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to say, it's one of those ones that you saw advertised when you saw like a 1.25% rate, or 1.5%, or 1.75% in the paper. You know, a very, very enticing low rate, and it allowed you to make different types of payments. You could pay the bare minimum, which most people do, and that's called negative amortization. That's another big word, 2 words. What that means is negative amortization means you can pay an amount that's not even equal to the interest that you owe. So therefore, similar to credit cards, your balance is growing. So at the end of a year or 2 years, you may owe significantly more than what you started at.
Yeah, got you.
And it's those programs, usually they're fixed for maybe 1 year, and after that they adjust monthly. So it's very important that people understand if you're in one of those programs, you can be helped also. These are people who are really being hurt badly. There was a front page article in Newsday about some people, you know, who bought high-end homes in Manhasset and other areas. And this is what the program, it enticed these people to get into it because they wanted to buy the house. But the jump was so significant that now these people are looking at, you know, going somewhere else, but they owe more than what they bought it for.
Right.
So it's really a problem because they accumulated all this negative amortization. The key here is I want you to get the facts, folks. You know, and it's interesting because this program is still being marketed by some people. You know, in California, a significant number, maybe 20-25% of the loans there are these option programs.
You know what?
And it's a good program for somebody who is an investor in the stock market and very sophisticated financially, and is going to take the extra money and invest it somewhere else. But most people, when they're making the minimum payment, that's because that's all they can make, and that was what they were sold on.
You know,
folks, Sandra's there right now. She can give you pre-approval. She can give you the facts. 718-325-5555.
I wanted you to, I need for you to continue on the refinancing, Scott, because it's been a while since you and I have actually spoken on the air. But let me give out the number once again. Folks, we're here today with Sandy, a loan officer from a bank, First Republic Mortgage Bankers. We seriously, truly just want to help a lot of folks. A lot of folks out there who want to buy homes, a lot of folks who want to refinance. And we have this lady in the studio with a wealth of information and very powerful because she has got First Republic Mortgage Bankers behind her 100% to offer you so many programs. However, let her tell you the ideal program for you and still give you the lowest possible interest rate. The number to call her at right now to speak with her one-on-one. Sandy is the name. Call up and just say, I want to speak with Sandy. Call up and say, I want Sandy to pre-approve me right now over the phone. I just want to talk to her and have her pre-approve me. Yes. Call up and say, I want Sandy to tell me how she's going to refinance me. Call up and say, Sandy, Squeeze is up there running his big mouth. Prove to me that you can refinance me. Yes, Squeeze run his mouth on the program with Scott every day. Yes, Squeeze is on the programs overselling First Republic Mortgage Bankers every day. Put your money where your mouth is. Okay, that's what we're saying. We're doing it. Why not just pick up the phone, call Sandy, and talk with her and find out. See if First Republic Mortgage Bankers can truly do better. I know they can. But here's the number. It's a Friday. Take a little time out of your day. Call and speak with her. 1, to buy a house or to refinance. The number is 718-325-5555. That's 718-325-5555. Yes, you'll be able to speak with her off air. You will be able to ask her any questions about financing that first home, refinancing that home. Make the call now. Sandy, I'm going to let you go because the phone lines are blazing. And I'm going to continue with Scott speaking a little bit about refinancing before we get back to some music. Thank you so much, all right?
Okay. Now, guys, don't forget, I'm here. All of you have a different situation, so don't be afraid to call. We'll go everything together.
There you have it. Sandy's right here inside of the Link Up Media Building, 718-325-5555. Got to remind you, we've got John Fahim, Tony Shafiq, Shazim, Rajan, and many other loan officers directly at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York. That's First Republic Mortgage Bankers. You can reach them at 718-380-0006 or 1-800-QUICK-LOAN. But call Sandaman and talk with her. Now, Scott, let's continue along the road of refinancing. Okay? I need for you to always expand and extend and let people understand how powerful it is to truly refinance with First Republic Mortgage Bankers.
It's an incredibly powerful tool. It's really probably, rather than taking a second job or, putting away money in a 401k, the most significant thing, actually more important than it is to put away that money, because you need money to put away. And if you're paying too much on your mortgage and you're paying a lot on credit cards, you're never going to achieve the goals, the financial goals that you have for your family in the future. It's very important that you take action now. And a lot of you may be feeling the pressure already, and you're barely scrimping by every month paying those high rates on your credit cards. But, don't wait until you start to get in a bad situation where you're behind on your mortgage. We can help you when you get to that position, but we don't want to. We'd rather help you now and get you the best possible deal. We've always been talking about the FHA program for years for refinancing. Well, one of the areas which really primarily very beneficial is refinancing, because if you look in the immediate area, being, Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx, there aren't that many homes that fall within the limits for FHA, and also similar for Fannie Mae. I mean, the Fannie Mae limits are $417,000 right now. There's not a lot of homes maybe that you could buy in the area you live in at $417, but I'll tell you, there are affordable areas. We've discussed it before, but what I want to focus in on, there's a lot of people who have bought their house 3 years, 5 years, and so ago. And these people have more credit card. It's been shown by statistical analysis that the people in the first 3 years of home ownership run up their credit cards. And it's easy to see because people do their own home improvements. They go to Lowe's, they go to Home Depot. Everybody's giving them credit. And it's very easy after you get into a home to start spending the money. But all of a sudden, you've got $20,000 in debt, $30,000 in debt. So we call this house rich and cash poor. And my definition really falls in, if you have less money in the bank than you have credit card debt and you're paying maybe 7% or more on your mortgage or an adjustable, you should be calling 718-325-5555 or 718-380-0006.